All right, I just recorded a video. I'm gonna try to run it back because there's so. I find it best that these videos work when I actually tell a story. And I kind of got away from that, and then I start riffing, and then I just like sit there for like 20 seconds, and I'm like, and that is not a good video. So I'm gonna try this again. So a couple days ago, I did a video called "I Put My Keyboard Up," and everything in that video is true. It was not a prank. I retired from pranking, so I don't. Not assume. What's the word? When you're like telling somebody to accuse me of being a prankster still. Everything in that video is true. I put my keyboard up and it was very dramatic, and then yesterday I was on Instagram and I had posted a video in the morning and it wasn't doing super well, so I had the urge to post about it as I always would, I guess. And I posted a clip of me saying, "How about you go ahead and put the fries in the bag, buddy?" And I noticed, I was like, there's like a rhythm in that. So then I was like, "How about you go ahead and put the fries in the bag, buddy?" And I said, "Hang on," and then I made a song, and I posted the song this morning. And the song, I don't know, it's just like a song I made. It was just a song. I don't love it because it doesn't really feel like I was actually sharing anything with anybody, which I find that's the most like, I feel like that's kind of the driver behind anything that anybody does with any sort of art. Any artist is sharing something. And if there's not, I don't know if it was, maybe it was like an acting video or an acting class. I think it was a video. And there were some actors and they were saying like, well, first they were like, are there scenes where you're really comfortable, or does it always feel like you're kind of taking a risk? And they were like, every scene is like a risk. And it's weird because you watch actors and they're just, it doesn't come across that way. Like when someone is like kind of breaking down in a scene, like really emotional scenes, like it's not easy to do that. It's not easy to be that honest with people. But for myself, it's like I want to be that honest. Like I don't want to just, like the video today, like it was, it was fun or whatever, but it's just like a stupid video. I was like, all right, put the fries in the bag, ha ha ha. But I feel like the song that I made today, when I pulled my keyboard back out, is much more honest, I guess. I just had the thought. I still don't know if I like doing these things, because the two sides, it's like I do like doing this because it is an outlet where I can like talk about myself. But it's like on the flip side, it's like, do I always just want to talk about myself? I don't know. Maybe I do. Not all the time. Like there's a time and a place for everything. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. And I don't really know. I don't know the answer to that. So maybe I'll find the answer to that. I mean, it's kind of like in my acting class one time, my acting coach, he's like, why do people do, he was asking us, like, why do people do acting? And, or, I don't remember where I heard this. He might have been in that class, but he's like, why do people do acting? He's like, this, because you're on stage and there's attention. Like, it's pretty simple. It's not, people like probably, sure you could say a lot of other things that don't sound as self-indulgent, but at the end of the day, it's So I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out, and maybe we won't. I guess we'll find out together. So good night, everybody.